Another great benefit is we can have as many computers hooked up to the network as we want and instantly switch between them. Inside of the Tricaster, we also have a 3-input production router built in, allowing us to simultaneously connect to up to 3 computers at a time and instantly switch between them, but again, giving us access to literally hundreds of computers via the network. Now we're able to do a pretty nice television-style switch with a variety of inputs. Our 6 live inputs, component composite YC or SDI, our DDRs for rolling in video clips, audio clips, or stills. We can bring in a variety of computer sources, both Mac and PC, and use our transitions to switch between all of these different sources. What about the ability to add graphics and titles? Well, there are several ways of doing that in the Tricaster. Probably the easiest way is our template-based CG. Here, under the Text tab, we have our template-based CG. I can use this template list, and we can open the list, and from the list, we can mouse over all of the selections that are currently available, and we'll get a small thumbnail preview of what each one of these selections looks like. You can simply pick the CG you want to use. I'm going to scroll down. We literally have hundreds of them in here. Let's come down to our lower thirds, and I'm going to pick a lower third I want to use, and it now shows up here in my preview list. I go ahead and click on it, shows up in my preview window. Now anything that I mouse over that highlights is editable. We simply click and type to change the text. It's that simple. I can very easily change the subheading, and we can even change out the graphic. This title is now ready to go. From my overlay section here, I select text, and we're ready to fade that up. Again, realize that I was able to make this title while I was in the live production environment. No need to make it in pre or post-production, have to load it into a live system before the event. Even if I don't have a title made for somebody and they show up at the event, I can literally have a title made for them by the time they hit the stage. Now, we do give you a wide variety of templates, but we also give the ability to load your own graphics. So you can make graphics in external applications and bring them in. As long as they have alpha channel, we're going to be able to use them as an overlay. Now, what about making your own templates? We can do that as well in the Tricaster using the Edit Text tab. The Edit Text tab gives us a full-blown CG that allows us to create CG pages from scratch or import graphics from external applications, create CG pages, and instantly export them as titles. Now, all the graphics that we've seen so far have been still graphics, except for our scrolls and our crawls. But what about full motion graphics? Well, we can do that with the Tricaster as well, using our DDR. From the overlay section, I can choose the DDR as my overlay input. Then, any video clip that I have that has alpha channel can be used as a motion overlay. I'm going to go ahead and set this graphic up, and I'm going to put the DDR in Q mode. Then simply by taking the effect, we can see that we have full motion graphics over the top of our video. These can, of course, be faded in and faded out independently as the user wants to. So not only do we have the ability to do our title templates, we have our full-blown CG, we have our external CG with live text, but we can also do full motion graphics using the Tricaster. Now, I'm doing a lot of different operations of the Tricaster as one person. I'm running the switch, I'm 2 virtual tape deck operators, I'm 2 virtual camera operators, I'm controlling the titles, and I can even be controlling the recording and the streaming of my live production. But a lot of times we want to be able to break these jobs into several different stations and be able to work as a production team. To talk a little bit more about some cool add-ons NewTek has created for the Tricaster, we're going to go over to Rex Olson in Studio B.
Thank you, Don. So far, Don has been operating the Tricaster with a standard keyboard and mouse, but you can also control many of its functions with Live Control. Live Control provides you with a conventional production switcher control panel that allows you to switch inputs, automatically or manually transition between sources, select title pages, control the overlay, and select and play back DDR clips. By adding Live Control to your Tricaster system, the keyboard and mouse becomes available for a second operator to use for title templates or DDR clip selection. Now, another great add-on for the Tricaster is called Time Warp. Time Warp adds remote control functionality to the Tricaster's built-in DDRs. It also adds instant replay and slow motion capabilities to the Tricaster as well. Time Warp is great for projects when you need to roll in a lot of clips, and a must for sports production. Now, some projects require a lot of graphics. For this, we have LiveText. LiveText is a standalone application based on the same character generator included in the Tricaster system. LiveText runs on a standard PC and sends full-resolution graphics to the Tricaster through a simple network connection to the external input on the switcher. Now, we also offer another great add-on for the Tricaster system, which is a graphics pack. The sports graphics packs are collections of professionally created graphics templates that can be used in both Tricaster and LiveText. They include scoreboards, lower third IDs, team statistics, and more. Basically, everything you'd need to give your production a very professional look. Another great add-on for the Tricaster is called Data Link. Data Link allows you to connect your Tricaster to standard scoreboard systems. The scoreboard data can then be applied to a title template to automatically display the game period, time clock, and scoring information over your live video. You can also use Data Link to display live weather, news, and other information from standard database servers. Well, those are some of the great accessories for the Tricaster. Now let's send it back to Don Balance in Studio A. Take it away, Don.
Now we have the ability to do a great-looking television-style production, but how do we get it out to the viewing audience? Well, with the Tricaster, we can come out three ways. We can come out as video, component, composite, YC, or SDI. We can come out native VGA to feed a projector if we're doing a presentation to a large live audience. And we can also stream live over the internet. While we're doing these things, we can also record the output of the Tricaster back to the Tricaster as a video clip. Let's take a look. From the Record and Stream tab, on the left side, we can set up the recording of our final output. We can record the live output of the Tricaster or the effects row. From the Stream side, we can set it up to stream in both Windows Media and Flash file formats. While we're streaming our project, we can also archive the stream. So at the end of our production, we end up with a file we can put on our website so that people can then download that stream on demand. And everything that we've shown you that the Tricaster can do can all be done simultaneously.
Well, thank you very much, Don. Now, if you'd like to get a personal demonstration of the Tricaster Portable Live Production System, featuring live set virtual sets and live web streaming, visit our website at www.newtek.com. Well, I'm Rex Olson. For everyone at NewTek, thank you for joining us.
Thanks a lot, folks.